Alright folks, hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. My name is Leader Grev and lots of Minecraft news, specifically pertaining to 1.9, which is supposed to come out on the 18th, that's 5 days from now. And Notch has been changing lots of stuff. 1.9 is supposed to be one of the last releases before November 11th, which is supposedly when the game is supposed to be released. And Notch is adding stuff like crazy and doing work. And some of the stuff he's been showing off, in particular the dragons. But before I get to the dragons, I want to talk about some other stuff that he's been talking about and that's caught my interest. First of all, there's the moon and sun shape. Notch recently tweeted that, well, first of all, he made the sun rise in the east, which would be legit, and rather than rising in the north as it does now, it's fixed. The next thing he said is that he was going to make the moon and sun round, and he did that so he can have moon phases, so he could have this, which is cool, I guess, but I don't see it having any influence on the actual game, so I don't know how that would influence the game, personally. And so a lot of people were probably against that and were like, whoa, got up all in arms and stuff. So we put up a poll, and the poll's still going. I'll leave a link in the description. The sun and moon shape. I personally voted square. I like the sun and moon the way they are right now. It adds a bit of finesse and motif, I guess, to the game. Continues the square motif. So I voted square, and right now square is winning. It's been at 44 just about all of this time. Earlier when I looked, square had lost. Square was losing at 43. Now they're tied at 44, and square is a tiny bit above. Let's actually refresh and see if that's changed in any way. Probably not. I would highly doubt that. Another thing, while we're waiting for this, Yen's released a 1.9.4 pre-release. It's on his Twitter right now, so you can play that. Apparently it has the end, which isn't done yet. He's talked about it not being done yet, and it does look very empty. It's very green, lots of Endermen and dragons and weird, like, obsidian obelisk type of things, which is interesting, but nothing super special. And this is view. Alright, and it's still pretty much tied. Square is winning by a tiny bit. Notch said he would probably honor the vote, so who knows? Maybe he'll make it round eventually, and I probably won't mind once it's in game. But so in this new pre-release in 1.9.4, there's the enchantment table, enchantment, the baby animals with the actual smaller body and the big head and the higher pitched sounds. Now you have a graph for performance where you can see what's taking up what. Lots of particularly somebody was complaining about fences. I think it was Captain Sparkles, about how they tag on to watermelons and pumpkins. That's been fixed. Lots of stuff, so definitely check that out. That's pretty interesting. And a final thing, now that I'm going to get into dragons, and first of all I'm going to show, this is probably the best picture out right now of dragons. Let's see, fit screen, there you go. And it's hard to tell exactly what's going on, so let's lighten this up, try to zoom in a bit. Brightness, contrast, brightness up, contrast up. I don't even remember what I used to do with the contrast. I think I'll leave the contrast like this. There you go. Okay, and then let's do it one more time. Actually, let's drop the contrast this time. Alright, and if you look, you can barely tell, but you can figure out what's going on. You've got the tail, the wings, several little appendages, the arms, and a really long neck. And it's very black and purple. He's following the Enderman motif. And actually, probably the best video right now of dragons that I found was by Fire UK, so I'm going to show you guys that right now, so you can just get a look at how that sort of looks.
Dragons! Dragons! Okay, that's maybe a little bit of overkill on part of the dragons.
And there you can see the dragons. They're all flying around. They sort of curve side to side when they're turning. Actually, right now, if they're spawned in the normal world, they circle around strongholds, which is interesting because they all sort of seem to be in this one area, which leads one to think, is there a stronghold over there? That's actually also what Ender Pearls do right now. Or not Ender Pearls, the Eye of the Ender. If you combine an Ender Pearl with Blaze Powder and you throw it, it'll fly towards a stronghold, and then you pick it back up and you do it again, and it sort of leads you towards stronghold, which is very convenient considering how rare strongholds are. So I can't wait to see that in action. I won't be playing the 1.9.4 pre-release because I'm honestly a bit tired of pre-releases. I have my own sort of problems with that whole system, but whatever. So just take a look again at how these dragons work.
A little bit too much dragon, but you never have too many dragons.
And they're just circling around here, and they've got that path. Right now, they don't seem to be attacking. That might be because of creative mode. I don't know. They don't appear to attack the player. They don't appear to have any sort of behavior other than flight. But I'm not sure. I haven't been to the Ender. Maybe their actions are different in the Ender. That's up to you to find out. So I'm going to leave a link to the 1.9.4 pre-release in the description, so check that out, and have a nice day.